So we got to go ahead and talk about this whole situation involving two FaZe members. Well, actually one technically who stepped down months ago. But it involves FaZe Rain, another one named Temperrr, and the former head honcho Banks, where apparently Rain accused Temperrr of messing around with underage girls.
Looks me in my eyes and says, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I had a threesome with two 16-year-olds. I'm like, bro, what? Like, how could you tell me that? After I'm telling you the 3 rules I have to why I'll never have your back as a friend. On my mother's heartbeat, that's what he said. He looked me in the eyes and he said that. I told Banks and I told Apex immediately. I even told Lead Trink. I have text with fucking Lead Trink from then. It was right before everything fucking blew up with the SPAC and FaZe went public and whatnot. And he dropped me off home and we haven't talked since. That's why I was like, bro, why don't you play CS? Why don't you play CS? I don't want to say it, bro. I feel fucking bad. I feel bad. I know it's wrong. I know what he did is wrong, but I just hope people can understand like what it's like to have somebody you've known for half your life that you love, that you hope that your kids would have been friends and shit like that. Like, I don't know. It made me sad, bro. It broke my fucking heart. How do you want to bring this up, Banks? I did it. I didn't even want to bring your name up in this, bro, but you made that video. I don't know if we're about to watch it a little bit, but it's just, you lied in that video. You're making shit up. Bro, even that tweet that you posted, I screenshot in case you deleted because I just don't trust you, bro.
Now, something that led up to this was a post from Banks himself where he ended up responding to Rain, where he was kind of alluding to knowing somebody in FaZe that got that type of dirt on their jacket. He was going to reveal it at some point, which he ended up later revealing. Now, of course, Banks did make a whole 10-minute video addressing this. Now, I'm not going to play the whole thing, just bits and pieces.
But yeah, I'm getting fucking spammed in my mentions right now on Twitter, asking if I'm a pedophile, being accused that I'm a pedophile, being tagged in this clip from FaZe Rain on Fearbuck, talking about there's a pedophile at FaZe, and I talked about it, and these are all the reasons why I don't like FaZe, and why I got fucked over by FaZe, and how I feel, whatever, and I'm gonna get into all that, but the first thing that needs to be addressed is obviously this pedophile shit. It's a very heavy accusation. It's a life-shattering, life-altering accusation, and that's why it's so heavy, and that's why this is the first time that I'm speaking about it. I have to speak about it now, because there's no fucking shot I'm going outside like that. I'm not getting labeled any kind of predator, pedophile, not me, miss me with that shit, and I'm definitely going to talk about this and talk about the series of events that have unfolded to this point from my POV. So let's just get into it. Got a phone call about a year ago from FaZe Rain, or a text rather. He's kind of going off just about all the reasons why he's upset with FaZe, hates FaZe, doesn't fuck with FaZe. Because it's just been a long process, obviously, guys. We've been doing this, and there's a lot. It's very, very complicated. Whatever. Rain's going off about how FaZe has slighted him, and he brings up that somebody's a pedophile, and nobody gives a fuck, and nobody wants to talk about it. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Call him. He's like, Banks, don't fucking play dumb. We talked about this before. I'm like, Norton, pause. You're saying that FaZe Temperrr is a pedophile, which that is who he's talking about in the clip. And there's a story, and we're gonna get into it. I'm like, whoa, that's Tommy, that's our brother. This is who we started this FaZe shit with. I'm calling him. That was the first thing I said. I'm calling him, and I'm calling Apex, because apparently this is something Apex is aware of as well. Norton and Tommy, or Norton and Apex are the closest on the team. So obviously, if Norton's gonna talk to anybody about anything and be transparent, it's Apex. So I patched Tommy and Apex in the call immediately, and we sit on this phone call and we talk for a long time. We were on the phone probably for at least an hour, maybe even fucking 2 hours on the phone talking about this. And Tommy's first initial knee-jerk reaction to all this shit was, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Norton, no, this is not what the conversation was like. You're misremembering, you're misinterpreting. Obviously, Rain is coming back, standing firm on the fact that, no, you did say this. I do believe that you did this.
Now, later on, Banks and Rain proceed to get on a call and talk about this whole situation.
Today, I talked to him. It's been a while since I talked to him. Me and Tommy haven't been on the best terms because of a lot of FaZe stuff and involvement and shit like that. Another huge part of the reason why I finally just said, you know what, I'm going to go my own way. His story does not line up with what you're saying.
The only difference in this story, by the way, is what, brother, he told me 2 16-year-olds threesome, and then on the call he said, if I said it to sound cool. Do you remember him saying that? There's no way. That's not a crazy thing to say.
Brian, I'm fried, brother. I honestly, so it sounds like something. It's not. It's so dumb that it sounds like something I could hear Tommy in an unironic way, saying. I don't know. I don't understand how that's cool though. That's the part that doesn't I don't know.
I don't think it's cool either, bro. And I don't fucking agree with it. One thing, that's what he said. So insinuating, if he did say I said it to sound cool, it's what he said. It's what he said. Whether God knows why he lied to me and said it was a threesome with a 16-year-old when it was a single with a 17-year-old was watching. God knows why he lied and said it was a threesome. God knows why. Especially when I'm telling him how fucking demonic and evil that shit is and I will never have your back. That's what he said. It's what he fucking said.
So it's either he unironically weirdly said that he had a threesome with 2 minors, which is mental, by the way. You should never unironically try to be edgy and say that. I don't know who needs to hear that across their eardrums. Now, after all this, Temperrr finally decided to speak out and respond to the allegations.
The fact that I'm even having to respond to this and that my name is in the same breath as the word pedophile is so sick, twisted, and insane. This is disgusting. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not that type of person. I'm the furthest thing from what you called me, and I will never be that person. It's so mind-blowing that someone that I really built a brotherhood with, someone I really considered a brother, that I invited to my baby shower, that I always looked after and took care. And then when you were going through your darkest days, I was there for you, and I was making sure that you were good. When you were in a wheelchair for 2 years, and I was so gutted at the fact that you couldn't walk again, and then all of a sudden you were able to walk again, and I was the happiest person in the room. There wasn't a single soul that was happier for you than me. Brother, I have known you since you were 14 years old, talking to me about when you were suicidal in these Skype chats, and I was there for you then. And I've been there for you this whole time. You talked about how I rated you the other day, even though when you first brought this up a year ago, and I believe that you brought it up just for money purposes, that you wanted money out of FaZe. Like you stated that a year ago in the conversation with me, Banks and Apex. You stated if you don't get paid that, you're going to air this out.
So at first, he's not only denying the said accusations, but he's also accusing Rain of, threatening to reveal this if he didn't get paid, and try to insinuate that the reason why he left FaZe was because of some type of money issues. Now, after all this, Temperrr did have a shocking revelation.
Going back with these girls, we're all shit-faced, and I end up going back with these girls to my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17, and that's the age of consent in New York.
So at first, you denied the accusations of you being a pedo just because you want to ride the coattails of, oh, well, the age consent in New York is 17. It don't matter what the age of consent is. Just because something is legal don't mean it's morally correct. Just because you have the right to the Second Amendment don't mean it's morally correct to kill somebody. And I hate people who want to use that as a defense. Oh, well, the age consent is 16 or 17. Brother, you're a grown ass man. Do some of y'all realize that there's family members that would open a can of whoop ass like it's the Attitude Era on you if you slept or dated their 16, 17-year-old niece, cousin, sister? Rain addressed this one more time to kind of put this whole thing to bed.
I'm going to say about the Tommy situation because he made a video confirming it, but the details did get switched a little bit because originally it was two 16-year-olds and it was a 17-year-old that one was watching, and now 17-year-old, he didn't know her age. If you didn't know her age and you said that to us at least once, we wouldn't be here, bro. I would not treat it the same way if you said you didn't know, because that changes everything. You never said that, not once. Literally not fucking once. This is news to me that you didn't know, okay? And I'm not trying to make it about myself in any way, shape, or form. By the fucking way. I don't want anything else. I fucking love my life. It has bothered me for so long because that shit fucked me up. I left the team over because I said I'm not gonna say anything with someone who did shit like that. Because I have 3 rules. If I'm your friend, bro, I got your back no matter fucking what, bro. Except if you do 3 things. It's very simple. No rape, no pedo shit, no animal abuse. And I got your back for fucking life, bro. I got your fucking back for life. Just don't do none of that weird shit. And I got you, bro. I'll always be there for you no matter what, thick and thin, bro. But he didn't. And as soon as I tell him that, he proceeds to tell me one of the forbidden rules that he broke. The fuck? Why would you even tell me that?
Okay, that was an awful lot to unpack and yap about. But all in all, this really led down to Rain saying one thing, then Temperrr responding to trying to deny anything, to him admitting that he did something with a minor, to not only admitting he did something with a minor, to try to use the age of consent in New York being 17 as a justification. Look, I'm just going to say this again and hammer this point home. Just because something is legal, don't make it morally correct. Just because it's legal to own a gun and to discharge one, don't make it morally correct to kill somebody. And also, it needs to be said too, what makes it look so predatory, a lot of y'all typically go for the girls that have no family involvement whatsoever, because I guarantee you, as about as I am white, if there was any type of father, mom, uncles, cousins, or brothers that were real close with this girl, or any other 17-year-old for that matter, you wouldn't be able to touch that girl with a 10-foot cattle prod. People don't play that shit. People do not play that shit. And I just find it weird how people don't think to themselves, gee, I got a big career. I'm in this big group known as FaZe. If the whole group knew about this as a collective and nobody reacted until now, I think it makes all y'all look crazy to a degree. Even you, Rain. Like, I can understand you wouldn't want to feel bad about somebody unaliving themselves because of this, but that's on them. That's not on you. Like, that's not your cross to bear. If a PDF file wants to off themselves, let them off themselves. One less in the world to worry about. I understand it may be crazy to hear and crazy to think because, oh, that's my friend, somebody who I look to as a brother. If those are your 3 golden rules and one of your brothers broke one of them 3 golden rules, just say either I go or you go and be done with it. We wouldn't even be here. And Temperrr shouldn't be out here threatening to unalive himself because he can't live with the guilt of something he did however many years ago. That's on you, buckaroo. End of the day, we all gotta face the music one day or another.
The upper room.
But all in all, this was an incredibly wild situation. But y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.